So I'm doing the assignment 2 check-in for the exercise um, for the EXS 214. And so I'm going to go ahead and answer a couple questions just to let you know that everything's going okay. Let's see, what's the first one? What grade do you wish to achieve in this course? I look to achieve an A. Number 2, please tell me about any barriers, new or continuing, that you are experiencing that may prevent you from achieving the grade you desire. They're pretty much the same. I have been a lot more sore and tired, and I would say that the allergy season is really kicking my butt. It's really demotivating me, making me confused, getting headaches a lot, um, having to take Claritin every day. Adding to it just makes work difficult and schoolwork difficult. So I find myself, I've actually, the funny thing is I've been able to overcome it, like with like Claritin and stuff like that, and I've been able to be productive still. Um, yeah, so that's probably the major barrier. Just physically, I've been noticing, uh, and then school's going to be starting soon, so that's kind of always a frustration. Trying to accommodate all the needs and everything. They just applied for a new job, so hopefully they'll look at me and be like, "Hey, this guy got what we want." So that's kind of what it is. But I mean, I'll work on it. Let's see. So number 3. Let's see. Since last check-in assignment, we have covered active isolation stretch, mindful breathing, dynamic stretching, and what was the muddiest point from all of them? Let's see. How can I teach this anymore? So I didn't notice that you were putting in the YouTube videos in the actual quiz when you'd open it up. So I went and looked up one, did that mindful breathing, then I had to go and watch another one again. So I think, I'm not sure if you did do this, so if you did, I'm sorry, but put it in like the initial assignment saying there's a video you're going to watch once you enter the quiz, because I was looking around for it for a while because I wanted to get that one taken care of, because I figured that would be fun to do, and it'd be something that I could, I mean, I wouldn't mind participating in Kim's breathing as well as doing the mindful breathing assignment. So, yeah, maybe just that. Other than that, I think it's great. As always, I think everything is good. I feel like it's right on point. So on to number 4. So this was supposed to be prepared prior. So I have my chart here. So I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see it on the screen. I'm going to see if I can see it. So can't really see. This camera is really crummy for some reason on here. But I have it all set up. I made a chart here with all the information that I needed. I put up here positive relationships for part 1 up in the upper left-hand corner that says need more time and investment. Then I also did a second portion right here where it says the professional relationships to achieve dreams, put mentoring, internships, or shadowing. Then up on the top right, looking at it here, it'd be relationships wanting to maintain, and then also in areas of health / career development. Down here, I put negative relationships to be maintained with minimum stress. Then I put right here, creating negative. On the bottom right, I put creating negative and stress, or creating negativity and stress in life need change. So I've kind of categorized it out for all the questions. So that's the picture of it. So we'll we'll go from part one in the upper left part one, positive relationships that need more time and investment. So, well, I would say my friend Eric and Nate. I feel like I need to invest more time in that because I've never been the best friend. Never been a really good friend, which I feel like I should put more effort into. So I'm not really that person you could really count on all the time and all that. I kind of am more set in my ways, which I would like to participate more and get to know them more, and because they've always been there for me. They've always put in extra time for me. So they've been really good friends. So I would like to invest more time in that to kind of maintain it. Mariah, I would love to get that into a situation where she's super happy. She she invests so much time into like the kids and me, and she does so much. And I mean, I try to do as much as I can, but I know I can do more. So I'd like to invest more time in that. So let's see, and then the professional relationships to achieve the dream for part two, question in the upper left hand part two. This would be the second part. So it says to achieve my dream. I guess I kind of just listed a couple of people off here. I know it does say internships and shadowing, but it kind of was a little bit unusual. So I'm just going to go through these 5 people. So Eric, my friend, he's provided me with shadowing. He's been a great mentor, and he, writes me references if I need them. He's always open and willing to let me sit there and go shadow at his work. So I want to maintain that one as well as develop it. I wish there was something more I could provide to them. That goes for Nate as well. They invite me over for their family, Christmas, stuff like all that stuff. It's like they've been key in all my development into the health field, and so the other one would be my boss over at Iron Flash, Chuck. He's probably the smartest guy I know. He's the one that's actually helped me with my interpersonal communication as well as my multicultural communication. He's kind of the person that's given me the mindset of, hey, you work with everybody and you try to do it as best you can, but you can only do so much you can. But you got to do it in a nice way because these people are key and integral. Even though if you feel or somebody feels that they're not up to par or whatever, they're still assisting and helping the organization. And so he kind of gave me the best mindset ever. And he also helped me to get into University of Utah's microscopy group, helping them with processing transmission electron microscope samples, as well as doing elemental chemical analysis on their materials and stuff for their research projects. So he's been key too to kind of open my mind. And then Chris, my old boss at my current job, he is he fuels everything. He as long as I say I want to be able to do it, and he kind of offers me up everything firsthand. Even if he doesn't think I have the 100% knowledge on it, he just knows I will get knowledgeable on it. And he always knows that I'm always willing, and I do stuff quickly, I do it fast, I do it thorough, I prepare, I do a lot of stuff and a lot of work, and I'm a hard worker, and he knows I love to learn. So he was like, so anybody want to do this? And I'm like, he's like, okay, Brian, you can do it. And I'm like, yes. So, he always gives it to me because nobody else really shows that initiative to want to learn all those new things. And then Jackie, you've been awesome. You wrote me a letter. You've been super nice about everything. You've been an awesome teacher. There's also been, I can't say enough about the the faculty and the professors at Scottsdale Community College, I just cannot say how amazing they are. Like you, Caitlin, the counselors, oh man, it's like Erin, I don't want to say the wrong name, but I think it's Kristen, Bob and Robert and the old director, I believe it was Amy. Then all the people in the fitness center. Oh, okay. Anyway, so those are awesome. You guys have been so amazing, and those are like the relationships I'd like to develop and kind of maintain, I guess. So we'll go on to the upper right-hand corner where it's relationships you would like to maintain as they are. So I kind of made a list and I added, this is Erica, but I meant Eric, Nate, Jackie, Bob, Caitlin, Erin, and this is like where I would like to maintain them, as in I don't want them to be lost and gone. So that's why it's kind of like interchangeably between, like you'll see people's names in multiple areas, because interchangeably, I want to maintain them. I don't want them to go away. I would love to make sure that they didn't go below anything, like, but I'd also like to improve a lot of them too. So that's why I got those. So then that's kind of going over that one. Those are the areas that I'd like to keep. I'd like to maintain and possibly grow. So now we'll go on to the lower left, and it says, which relationships are negative for you and deserve to be maintained as they are. So negative relationships, I'd say probably mostly coworkers, because they provide quite a bit of stress, but yet they also, I like where it's at. I'm not the type of person, I don't have to be your best friend to work with you, but I can still work well and do good jobs. So I don't really care to share everything with all my coworkers. I kind of want that separation, which is kind of silly, but a lot of people think I'm a little nuts for it, but that's how I see it always. So I got Bill, Wayne, Travis, and James. So these are mostly my coworkers, some from different departments, but we're kind of together. So then the next would be creating negativity and stress in life, and needs to change. So I'm not exactly sure for this one. Nobody comes to mind. So I'm kind of like that person that's very upfront and straight and pretty blunt, I would like to say, and too blunt and too honest to the point of where it's not. I wouldn't even say that that's a good quality. I'd say that's a pretty negative quality that I have. I'm very outspoken, which can be positive, but majority of the time it's kind of negative. So I pretty much get rid of those people immediately. Like, even if there's just like a little bit of stress, I find that I get rid of them real quick, because I got my goals, I got aspirations, I got dreams, I got kids, I got everything. Family, I got Mariah, I got my dad, my brothers, everything. I just can't I can't manage and maintain those. So as well as I don't even want to try, because if it's very negative, if it's a negative situation, I just can't. It comes down to where it's risky to maintain those or try to even keep them. But beyond that, I would say that everything is good. I enjoy the class as always. I I do not like making videos, especially like I don't mind making videos. It's just it takes so much like personal strength in the right situation for me to be like, all right, let's do this kind of thing. Because I don't know what it is. I don't like to see myself on film. I don't. I mean, I don't mind telling people what to do, but I also I don't know a lot of people. I don't have a lot of people that I communicate with on a daily. Like realistically, it's just me, Mariah, and the kids, and I love it that way. So she's not only my best friend, she helps me out with everything. So it makes it super. I mean, but then I don't want to inconvenience her because she's doing all kinds of other stuff as well. So yeah, so I mean I don't. The videos are kind of tough, as many as has been requested, but I think they are good. I think it's helping me step out of my boundaries, which is always nice, and it's also helping me learn more about the editing and kind of getting proper setup for video conversations, stuff like that. So thank you, and that's it.